Hello, my viewers. You are welcome to Agutech once again. I traveled to a village. After booking a guest house ahead of time, I was sent a handwritten receipt. But guess what? When I arrived, my room number had changed, and there was no system to quickly confirm the booking. That small problem gave me an idea. As I've been telling you, we should use technology to solve what? A problem. So that night, in the hotel room or the guest house room, I built a hotel management system application with Python to help hotels and guest house manage rooms, clients, receipts, check-ins, and advance booking. Let me show you what I built. Okay, this is the line of codes I put together during my stay in the guest house. So in the night while people are asleep, I will be thinking, writing things to make it work. So I'm going to launch it for us to see how the app works. So I'll launch it. All right. When it launches for the first time, you need to activate it before you can use it. And you have 16 days trial. You can also click on continue trial if you don't have the activation code. So you copy your machine ID and send to me, so that when you copy your machine ID and send to me, I'll use it to generate activation code for you, and it will be fully activated for you to use it. So I'm going to paste my activation code, and it's registered to the hotel or the guest house name. So I'll put Agutech guest house. All right. So after I enter this, I'll click on activate now. So when I click on activate now, it said activation successful. Activation successful. Valid activation key. 364 days remaining, because I generated the activation code for 1 year. I can generate activation code for 1 year, 2 years, and then forever. So whichever way you like, you generate it. Then the username, because it's first time, admin, then admin. All right, good. So it comes. So when you log in for the first time like this, what you have to do is to do the settings first. You do the settings first before you can use the app. So, you need to configure it to suit your guest house or your hotel. That's why you do the settings. So you click on settings, and at the settings, because I use Agutech guest house from the beginning when I was logging in, you see that it has picked the name. And because we've not configured it, you get a default logo and then the name you use. All right, so the address, I'll put PO Box. All right, then the tax rate, we set the tax rate. So let's take it that the tax rate is 1.5. This is just an example. The tax rate is 1.5. Then we select a logo for the guest house. So you go here. So I'll pick the logo here. The logo uploaded. Okay. Then I'll save settings. So when I save settings saved, you see that the logo has come and the guest house name I entered to has come, and the administrator is there. Good. So The next thing is administrator need to create users. So the administrator will go to users. We create the users, and let's say the first user recepts, and the name is Doris Abo. Default password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Then can select manager, or I'm creating for receptionist, so I'll select receptionist, and then I'll click on add user. Then user created, user can now log in. Okay, so when the user log in, he will use the credential I will send to the user. So I've created the user, and if I want to edit the user, I will use edit selected user. So I can select the user and click edit, and then I'll edit the user if I want to. Okay, then I can also activate or deactivate the user. That's when the user log in and he's no more working with the guest house and he's leaving. I need to deactivate the account. And if the users are many, we are no more going to need them, I will delete the account. Then you can refresh. So that's why I have all this. Okay, then after we create the user and the next thing we do is, let me explain the dashboard to you. When you go to the dashboard, when you see the room buttons here being green, meaning it's free, when you enter a client into the system, it will change color to red. When it changes color to red, meaning it's occupied. And then when somebody book in advance, it will change color to the orange or the gold. And when a room is being put on maintenance, it will take this color. So today's sales or today's money accrued will be displayed here. The total room is 60, available room 60, occupied 0, advanced 0, meaning we've not booked anything. But I made it in such a way that the owner can add more rooms when the facility grows. Okay, so now let's see how check-in is done. So you click on check-in, then you enter the person's details. After entering all the details, we select the room for Boytre Daniel. So you go here, you see all the rooms. So you see 150, 250, so you book the one the person wants. So maybe the person wants 150, we book maybe room 2 for him. After we book room 2, this place picks the system. You go there and you select the time for now, the time the person is checking. So the time I'm entering is 20:55, so 8:55. Okay, so 8:55. So okay, so as soon as you select it, you see that it changes to green, total 152 with the percentage we put the tax percentage. It has added to the 150 and the person is paying 152.25. Then when is the person checking out? So if today's date is 26, maybe the person is checking out tomorrow 12. Okay, or you can also go here and pick, today is 26, so tomorrow 6, and you select the time that the person will check out, let's say 12 p.m. and calculate if the calculation is not done. So because we made this thing available, we made the entries. You see that these buttons becomes active now. Initially they were not active. So you save only, you can save only, and when you are saving, it says invalid Ghana card number, please enter exactly 10 digits. So meaning the Ghana card supposed to be 10 digits. If you enter something more than that, it will not agree. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So meaning it's 11. All right. So now let's try saving again. When we save, it says saving successfully. We just save, and you see that the room that was booked has changed color. So that's how the system works. The room we booked has changed color. Now let's try another one again. When you go here, checking, you see that the buttons are not active. The buttons here, the save only and then save and print, the buttons are not active. So I'm going to save another one, but use save and print and see what happened. Okay, so after entering everything, we select, let's say, room 8 and pick the time. Let's say it's now it's 9:01 p.m. Okay, you see that the button become active. The button become active as soon as you select this thing. And it's also checking out tomorrow. Let me use 12 because it's 12 that they check out. Then, alright, so we will use save and print button and see the receipt. So when you click on save and print, it adds the room and give you the opportunity to see the receipt or print it or save as a PDF or open the receipt or close. So he said, what will you like to do? PDF is ready. So when you click on open PDF, this is the receipt. You see the receipt. Let me make it big so that you see. This is the receipt. So the guest house details will be at the top and the logo. You see, this is the Agutech guest house, PO box, blah blah blah, the phone number and the email address. And then the guest detail will be here. This is the receipt number and then the booking, okay, and the date. And then room details is also be here and the payment, and then issued by who, that's administrator, printed on this time and date, and then thank you for using. You can scan the QR code right now and you see what it will bring. So this is how the receipt will be printed. Alright, so after we see the receipt, either we save the same thing, we print, or we click on close. Alright, so you see that we booked room 8. So it has also indicated red. Now let's see how the advanced booking will also be. So we go to advanced booking, then we'll click on advanced booking. This is the advanced booking section, and it says use this form when a client calls to reserve a room ahead of time. The room will appear gold on the dashboard. So you enter the client's details. Because it's ahead of time, it's booking ahead of time. Maybe the person says he will come June maybe 4th. He will come June 4th. So you'll be here June 4th. And that one we can select any time for the person, or the time that the person said he will come. That's the time we'll select for the person. So let's say the person said he will be there 9 maybe 15, okay, 9:15 a.m. That's the time the person said we select. You see that it will change, and then because we've not selected this one, so it's indicating one night. And now the person said he will come 4th June. So the person said it will stay up till, let's say, 9 June, and the checkout time is 12 o'clock p.m. Okay, so 5 nights. The system will calculate it and it will tell us 5 nights. Now we need to select the room. Okay, we need to select the room. So we've selected the room already 4, and we can also pick a different room for the person and we calculate. Okay, all right. Then we click save advance and receipt. So when you click save advance and receipt, you say advance booking saved successfully. Booking blah 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 room 4. Okay, check-in date will be this check-in date, so it will show you everything. The room is now marked gold on the dashboard. So when you click OK, the room is marked gold, but it will pop up this guest prof Paul N, then the room number, booking distance, receive save at, is showing you where the receipt is saved at. So you can send the receipt to the person via WhatsApp, email, or you can open the receipt in a folder. So when you click open receipt in a folder, let's see how the receipt looks like. When we open the receipt, you see advanced booking receipt. This is advanced booking receipt. So it's the same thing, but only this place will change. Advanced booking receipt. Now let's look at the first savings. That one is check-in receipt. So there's receipt. The system generates 2 types of receipt: advanced booking receipt, and then the advanced booking receipt, and then the check-in receipt. So when the person comes straight and book the room, that one is check-in receipt. But when the person call the facility ahead of time and book, that one is advanced booking receipt. So that's it. So we click on what? Close. All right. You see that the room has been changed to orange. And when you hover the mouse over it, it tells you advanced book, and the name of the person will be there. The date the person will check in will also come, and the room number will also come. So that's how the advanced book also work. Okay, so now we've seen the advanced book. Let's see the active booking. Let's see active booking. When you go to active booking, this one displays those who have booked the hotel down. Those who have booked the hotel down. You see, and it tells you that double click to check out. So when you want to check them out, you double click. So when you double click, it says confirm that this guest has actually checked out, but we are not checking them out. So check due date. So these guests have reached or passed their expected time out checkout time. Double click on the row to confirm checkout. So nobody's date has reached checkout. So you will not see anybody here. When you go here, you see advanced book, only one person. Advanced book, only one person. So active book is Boche and this. Okay. All right. Now let's go to client. When you go to client, it lists all the clients in the system and it shows you the details of the client. You see that when we're entering Boche's number, we just entered the digits, but the system will convert it to how Ghana card format is. So you see GHA and then the dash, it will bring it by itself. So we will not enter the GHA, only enter the digits and it will bring it by itself. So that's how this one good thing about the system. All right, let's go to report. When you go to the report, it tells us the revenue generated for booking. We see booking to active 2, checkout 0, and then checkout due 0 because we don't have anybody checking out now. The advanced book didn't come because that person hasn't come yet. That's why you are not seeing the advanced book here. Okay, that's why you are not seeing the advanced book here. Those who visited the facility and book, that's what you are seeing here. You can also filter report. Okay, you can filter financial report by either selecting this week's sales, this month, this year, specific month, and then custom range. That's when you want to select maybe from this date to this date, then you apply filter, then it will bring those financial reports for you to see. That's how this place also work. Okay, having that, let's go to rooms. At the room section, I think we've done the users already, where we created the users. At the room, the manager or the administrator can edit the room. For example, let's edit room 6. Room 6. We can edit the room by maybe changing the price or changing the room type by using here, either standard, deluxe suite, and the executive presidential. We can change it. And then this room status is free, but now we want to put the room under maintenance. Maybe we have some issue in the room, so we want to put it under maintenance. Then we check here, and then we see, and there's a room updated. When we click OK, now when we go to the dashboard, you see that room 6 will be under maintenance. So when it's under maintenance, they are going to work on it, so you can't book it. So this is how the maintenance also work. Okay, we finish with room section, and then still under room, the manager can add additional rooms if maybe the first initially the rooms were maybe 60, and now he increases the building or the number of rooms in the building. He can come here and then it's a room number, example 0 something or 061. So we just enter the room number, you pick the room type here, which floor, the price, available, or maintenance. So you select it here and then you say add room, then you add the room and it will add up to the total rooms you have here. Okay, so as the facility grows, you can add more rooms to it. That's one good thing about this system. And audit log will tell you those who enter the system, what they did, all activities they performed. The system will tell you. You can also export data. Okay, you can export data by booking, client, users, rooms, receipt, audit log, or all data. You can export data to Excel or CSV. You say the system says you will be asked to choose a folder where the CSV file will be saved. So the system, as you export, it will tell you that. Okay, now you can also change your password. You come here, you enter the current password you are using, the new one, you confirm, then you click change. So that's how this system or this site also work. Okay, so after this, what I think we've explained all the sections. So after this, we log out, and then when you are logging out, the system will ask you, what do you want to do? Yes means log out and close the application completely. No means log out and return to the login window. Cancel means stay in the system. So we want to log in with the new user we created and see how the system or that new user's interface. So we'll choose no, and then the login interface will come. And one thing I forgot to tell you is, in case you are a user and you have forgotten your password, you click here and then you enter your username and the new password you want to set, then you click reset. That's one thing about this site. You forgot your password, you go here. And then the about you are seeing here, when you click on it, it gives you details about the developer information, contact information, and as soon as you click here, it opens my TikTok handle for you. Okay, so now the user we created was what? Recept, and the password we used was 123456789. So when we log in, Because it's the first time the person is logging in, the system will tell the person to do what? To enter a new password to change the old one. So let's say that we want to change the new put the new password 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, we confirm. Sorry, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then we confirm 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then we click change. Okay, the password change. Please log in again. So the system will now allow the person to log in. So recept. That's the receptionist, and I shorten it like that. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then click login. Alright, so this is the receptionist interface. He or she will not get access to most of the buttons the administrator had. So what the receptionist will see or will be available to the receptionist is check-in, advanced booking, active booking, client, report, change password, and logout. This is what the receptionist can do. He can book, he can book advance, he can see clients in the system, and you can search for clients too. You can search for clients. So when you enter, for example, let's enter this name, Prof. As soon as you click search, it brings the details of Prof. Okay, that's it. That's how the system works. And one good thing about the system is when the person's time reach for him or her to check out, the system will send SMS to the person and notification to the receptionist. It will send notification to the receptionist and then send SMS to the person in his room on his phone. The phone number that person provided during registration. The system will send SMS to the person. So that's how the system works. And when it sends the SMS, this okay. When the client's time of stay elapses, the system will pop up a message for the user to see on the screen, and it will send SMS to the client phone number he or she used during the check-in registration. So let's see how the message pops out when the time reaches. Yeah, this is the message. So checkout time has reached room 015 guest, the guest name and the checkout time, the SMS, and he has the guest checkout. So this system will ask, click yes to mark this room book as checkout. So the user will click yes, and then the room 015 has been marked as checkout and is now free. So as soon as you click OK, the 15 here, the room 15, the 015 here will change to green to make it free so that we can rebook it for another person. So this, as soon as we click OK, you see that it has changed to green. So this is one good thing about the system. It sends SMS to the client and then give notification to the user to know what to do. Follow me on TikTok. Share the video for others to see. And those who tell